Hey guys, what's up? It's Joe Rady from Rady's Rides. I'm here at Daytona International Speedway for the Rolex 24, and guess what? Walking up and down the manufacturer lane, we had to stop at this car for sure. This is it. This is the all-new 2023 BMW M2. But before we get into this rear-wheel drive turbocharged, available with a 6-speed manual transmission car, let's talk about what's going on here. So it's a big day here at the Rolex 24. Cars are on track, and you know what? It's the return of the iconic GTP prototype class. BMW is going to be racing against Porsche, Acura, obviously Cadillac for supremacy, but you know what? It's the race cars that bring technology to the street cars. Now, we have already seen what they did to the M3 and the M4. With this M2, smaller in size, but not lacking in that ultimate driving machine experience. So what I want to find out is, at the end of the day, has BMW done the right things with the M2, and is it worth the price? Let's go ahead, let's dive in and find out. Right off the bat, the dimensions. I actually love the M2 more than the larger M4. But let me show you what's going on. We got new sheet metal headlights, the whole 9 yards. So you got a blacked out headlight housing, LED daytime running lamp, projector beam headlight. We are gonna have to zonk this area. There is some fake vent here. That's a no-no on an M car. We work our way down, softball size, ginormous openings. You can see the heat exchangers to bring the nice cool air. And I love the way that they extended the lower portion. But let me know what you think. Comparing this to the previous M2, it's a lot more squared off. Do you like that? Put it in the comment section. Now, as we come across that kidney-shaped grille design, they took a little bit different approach than the M3 and the M4. Grills are much shorter. They're wider, but they don't go all the way down. So it has more of a traditional kidney grille, that kidney bean grille shape design. Everything is fully functional up top. Of course, you got your M2 badge. This is a true M car. This is not the M240i. This is the M2. All that performance from a straight 6 with turbochargers. Now on the lower portion, you'll notice the massive, look at the way my arm is able to fit in this massive lower area to help flow as much cool air. You can see the brake cooling ducts, everything taken from the racetrack, like here at Daytona, Sebring, Laguna Seca, and brought to the street car. Now, as we rise up, you have your anniversary badge, BMW, Bavarian Motor Works, all that history. I like the way you get your bulge. So if you're looking for a little bit of bulge, you get your bulge in that hood, rises up and then plateaus off. And then as we go around the corner, what are we working with? Wheel and tire setup. So when we look at the wheel and tire setup on this M2, this is what we got going on. I love the way they have this nice split spoke design all the way around, the BMW badge, all that history in there. And if you're wondering, well, Joe, what's the size of this wheel? It's a 19-inch wheel, 275 on the width. So that's actually a pretty wide tire at the front. We'll see what they got out back. You can see the bright spaghetti sauce red 6-piston calipers with the M badge. Rotors are fully cross-drilled, ventilated, and 2-piece. That's gonna help dissipate heat. And then at all 4 corners, you have a new special M-tuned suspension for this 2 Series. Because when you talk M2, we're talking about extra steroids added not only to the horsepower, but also the braking and the wheel and tire performance. Now, as we come down the side, I like the way it's super clean. No stuck on badges, no fake vents or anything like that. I'm gonna have Steven kind of swing around and show that flared fender coming off the front of the car as it flows into that massive side sill. And I think that's one of the things that when you look at the side profile of this vehicle, actually show them from that angle. When you look at the side profile, the 2 Series definitely smaller than an M4, and I personally like that overall size. On your mirror caps, BMW does a great job with airflow. Obviously, these are power folding side mirrors, but I love the way they do that arrow into the mirror itself. Your LED lighting. Up top, we got a carbon fiber roof. Now, what is the point of a carbon fiber roof? It looks good, But what's also great about it is that that's gonna cut about 8 pounds of weight. By taking the weight and lowering the center of gravity, this M2 is gonna definitely outhandle the previous generation of the M2. Coming down the side, you got your flush mounted door handles, really like that touch, that side sill, and then just like up front, you got that flared rear fender. Now, at the front of the business, they got 275. At the tail end of the business, 19-inch up front, 20-inch wheels back here. 285 on the width, 20-inch wheel, still massive brake caliper setup. Of course, you're gonna have limited slip diff to help to get the power to the ground. And then of course, like I said, that suspension technology from the racetrack brought to the street car. Now, as we kind of swing around the back, I love that nice wide rear end. I think the way they do the flared fenders is one of my favorites on any car. And then you get to the back area, you have a nice, simple trunklet spoiler, nice kick up. We got our M2 badge, LED lighting looking great, and then you'll see the very sharp angular cuts. So just like up front, the way everything's squared off, very angular cut. We come across the center portion. Of course, we got the M2, nice wide body. Love the way they do the quad tip exhaust. Doesn't look like a vacuum cleaner, nice slash cut with the gloss black painted exterior. Great looking on the diffuser. My only thing is, I'm kind of thinking they should have chose a different color to showcase here. And the reason why is not that this color looks bad. The reason why I'm zonking the color is that if you go over, one booth is Hyundai and they have the Elantra N, and this kind of reminds me of that same color. But we're gonna go back to the front. Please excuse the race cars. We're at a race car track, so expect to hear race car sounds. This one has the 6-speed manual transmission. You have that straight 6 twin turbocharged engine. What are we looking at horsepower? You're looking at about 467 horsepower as a standard M2, manual transmission, or the ZF 8-speed automatic. Another thing is gonna be price. A BMW M4 is gonna cost you about $90,000 when you look at the options. This M2, as we kind of come a little closer, this M2, you're looking at around an MSRP of $63,000. So let's put that into perspective. A GR Supra costs about $53,000. So you're looking at about a little bit more than $10,000 more to go the new M2 route over, say, a Supra. But I think very interesting the way they did the styling at not only the front of the vehicle and the back. I personally am very glad that they went with a smaller grille shape, but I don't know, there's something with the front that is just not making sense to me. Seats, you're gonna be able to get the optional competition seats, which this one has. I wish I could get you inside. Right now the doors are locked, so I apologize for that. But inside you do have the carbon back seats, single carbon fiber back race seats. You also have the 6-speed manual transmission, and of course, all new infotainment system, all new digital gauge display, and all new steering wheel, which BMW probably does some of the best steering wheels I've ever laid my hands on. 0 to 60, you're gonna be looking right around with the manual about 3.6 seconds. With the 8-speed automatic, you're looking about 3.3 seconds, 0 to 60 with this. It'll be interesting to see what the top speed is gonna be. It could be governed. We don't know that yet, but I'm expecting it to be around 163 miles per hour, maybe more, hopefully more. But I would like to see this in a different color, a silver, maybe like Laguna, like a blue, like a Long Beach blue or Laguna Seca blue or something other than this particular color, only because it's reminding me of the performance blue from Hyundai. But nice to see it here in the flesh. We're gonna be getting more access to it, getting you inside, getting you into the behind the wheel, and we're gonna go on throttle in the upcoming months, so stay tuned for that. But let me know what you think about this in that comment section. Do you like the direction that BMW has gone in? Do you think that this is just a little too over the top? I'm just happy to see that good old internal combustion engine and of course a 6-speed manual transmission. But personally, from my experience, M2 is the way to go. The stubby size, getting that straight six with the turbocharged power and the 6-speed, it really just makes you dance really, really well. It makes you look good, whether you're on your favorite twisty road or racetrack. But I'm dying to know what you think. Do you think it's worth the price? Let me know in that comment section. But if you're new to the channel, you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. I'll come back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Radies Rides family. Of course, we got to give it up to Stephen Flood. Stephen Flood Photography. It's called Trial by Fire. It's his first time filming in an environment like this. Let him know that he's doing a good job, because this is not easy. Thank you, Stephen, for all that you're doing. Just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.